Hello, this is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside video tour of this 2016 Thor Ace 29.2 motorhome. This is an easy to operate. If you're the first time RVer, this is super easy for you. This is a very nice motorhome. It's very clean and glossy on the outside, and it's extremely clean on the inside. We bought it with only 5,000 miles on it. We are a dealer. Let me show you the specifications for this motorhome. Put a little graphic up here, and then the floor plan as well. So we're gonna go on the side here and look at the floor plan so you can visualize. So this is a 29-foot motorhome. It's shorter than some of the C-Class motorhomes that you could buy. I'll put a graphic of a C-Class motorhome here. But it's easy to drive compared with a C-Class motorhome because it has these big wheels and tires on it. It gives it a tighter turning radius. You can make U-turns in places where the C-Class motorhome can't. Now these are brand new tires that we just bought. All 6 are brand new. So you have brand new rubber on the road there. This floor plan has a mega size rear cargo compartment with full pass through to the other side. So if you want to bring some bicycles, you can put them in here. We've got a 40-inch TV box in here, a mattress box, and a vacuum cleaner box for size reference. This is a very large cargo compartment. It's 8 feet deep by maybe 4 feet across or something. It's pretty big. So bicycles, and you can bring all the family bicycles with you. This box is a giant TV 40-inch box because it has a brand new Samsung HT TV smart TV. So it has 2 Samsung TVs. The outside TV is Samsung and the inside TV is Samsung. Very good HD TVs. And right now we're in the middle of a parking lot and we're picking up over 150 channels. I think there's a game show on. This has a big power operated main awning. So let's open the door and open the awning so we have a little shade out here. This is a full video tour. So as I walk around, if you want to skip, you can fast forward, but I'm going to give you a comprehensive tour of this actual motorhome that I'm selling. The awning is height adjustable. So there's a little push button tab here that you can lower or raise. And then it has an LED awning light. And I'm going to get the camera up there and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So here are these little push button tabs. You push the little push button and you move it into a different hole, and the awning height will be higher or lower. And in the awning we have an LED light here. So the LED lights up your outdoors area, your patio area, when you're picnicking in the evenings, on those cool evenings. And it gives you light. The LEDs, the bugs don't seem to like LEDs, so it doesn't attract bugs like the old school incandescent lights. The fiberglass is glossy, mirror finish exterior here. As I go down the side, you can see the mirror reflection in the fiberglass. We've had this RV fully detailed, and it does have a mirror finish exterior, all 4 sides. Check it out. You can see the reflection of the building in the side of the motorhome here. Now, when you pull up in the campground, there's no embarrassment factor with this one. You got your new tires so you can get your family there safely. Now, I only had 5,000 miles. RV tires don't wear out usually, but because of age, people have concerns. So we've got 6 brand new tires on here. Good quality tires. This RV also has side view cameras, and I'm telling you, this is easy to drive. I'm going to take you on a little test drive. We'll do a U-turn and we'll do a backing 3-point turn into a cul-de-sac later. But you've got these big towing mirrors on the RV. These are power aiming heated mirrors with a wide convex and side view cameras. So right in the on-screen navigation screen, you can see side view cameras. And yes, this does support navigation. If you have a smartphone like a iPhone, pretty much any type of iPhone for the most part, or Android phone that supports like Google Maps or Apple Maps, you just plug it into the in-dash radio, which I'll do for you in a few minutes, and you have on-screen navigation right from your smartphone. So I'll demonstrate that. Now this has, unlike a C-Class motorhome, which I showed you a picture of earlier, this has 4-point fully automatic leveling jacks. So next to the driver's seat, you hit the button and this coach will level for you. So you go to some places for camping and the RV might be leaning like this, or leaning like that, or leaning like this or that. So you drop the leveling jacks down and they're power operated, levels the coach so you have a nice flat floor in your campground. Stable so the RV doesn't bounce when you're inside. There's a big improvement over a C-Class motorhome. You know, people look at those RVs with a Ford van in the front and they think, oh, that's easy to drive. It looks like a car almost in the front. Just like driving a van. No, 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 no. They stretch those out so much that they have a wide turning radius. This can turn inside circles inside of those old van style motorhomes. It's a very nice setup. Now we're going to go inside in a few minutes. Before I do, I'm going to go up here and show you. This has an awning over the slide out. We'll actually go up on the roof and show you, but I'm going to stick the camera up there. It's got an awning over the slide out, so when you park under a tree in the fall and all the leaves fall out of the tree, you don't have to climb up there with a broom and sweep it off. Or in the snowstorm, the snow just, or whatever's up, acorns that the birds and the squirrels are throwing at your RV, they just roll right off the side when you put the slide in. It's a very nice setup. And now all 6 of these tires, these are the Uniroyal good quality tires. We installed these tires September 2020. You have all this big cargo storage area. You have your generator running. I have pictures of all the cargo area. I'm going to stop here for a second. Now this is your power connection point, and I'm going to talk about this for a second. I said this is going to be a detailed video. I'm going to explain things. So this is your city water connection. So when you pull up the campground, you screw your garden hose right into this fitting here. It screws right into your garden hose to connect to the city water, or at your house if you want water from your house. And your power plug, it just goes in and twist locks. The advantage of this type of connection is if you're in a place with a lot of little critters, little squirrels and rats and things like that, there is no path into the RV from here, so the critters cannot get inside and cause damage. A lot of RVs, these connections go down through the bottom and it's easy for the critters to crawl back up and get into trouble or make trouble. Over here the generator's running. It's powering the AC. It's a Cummins generator, 4,000 watts. And this over here is storage access to the pass-through 8-foot deep storage to the other side. All of the storage compartments have lights in them, so you can see what you're doing at night. LED lights, in fact. So if you forget to turn one off, it's not going to kill the battery right away. On the back here, this RV has an 8,000-pound trailer hitch. Now, most of your Ford in the front van style C-Class motorhomes may only have a 3,500 pound tow hitch. If you're lucky, you'll get a 5,000 pound hitch. Forget all that. This one has an 8,000 pound tow hitch. So you could tow a Chevy Suburban 4-wheel drive with big tires and it can do it. You could put a big trailer full of ATVs and stuff. This can tow up to an 8,000 pound trailer hitch. It's actually rated from the factory. This is not an add-on component. So that's your specifications right there. 8,000 pound hitch. Big, strong, heavy duty hitch. 7-pin connector. Let's go inside the 29.2 motorhome. Gonna peek inside. We have it in sleep configuration right now. So the beds are all opened up so you can see sleeping abilities, and then we'll put those away. So over here you have the dinette that turns into a bed on the left side. On the right side you have a sofa that turns into a bed. This type is called a jackknife sofa. And over the front you have electric drop down bunk bed. So this has a power switch which folds it up away or brings it down. Now this one is high enough you can drive the motorhome. It is possible to drive with a bunk in the down position, but it's more comfortable and less chance of bumping your head if you put it up. It's just a matter of preference. So it's a pretty nice electric bunk. They use them on all the Thor Aces. There's a lot of storage cubbies around it, as well as storage all throughout the motorhome. And in the back here we have a walk around queen bed. And so with a walk around bed, that means I can go all the way around here to both sides. You can stand in. That means if two people are sleeping here, either one could get in or out of bed without climbing over the top of the other one or undoing all the covers on. And then you have your massive cargo storage underneath. On the right side of the bed you have your whole RV entertainment system, which feeds sound to the entertainment speakers. On the right side here we have some 4 USB powered USB ports and an HDMI plug, so you can feed HDMI signal to your televisions from a Blu-ray disc player or a video game console which is close to the bed. And then you have your bedroom TV mounted up there securely on a steel mount mounted to the roof. Overhead you have the multi-speed fantastic fan, which is a super quiet fan, so if you don't want to run the air conditioner, you can be out where it's nice and comfy. You can just have the fresh air circulating from your frameless windows. We have a lot of storage in here. This is a nice linen or clothes storage here to make the bedroom private. We have a wood privacy door which closes, and it's got an easy to engage or release latch. We have your whole RV control system plus start stop, the generator. Let me see if I can see the generator hours real quick here. The generator hours are 79.6 hours on the generator. That's almost nothing. I've seen these generators with 4,000 hours on them, so 79 hours, not even 100 hours on the generator. You've got these storage cubbies over here. Right now we have we're going to include the broom and a mop because this has a sweep it clean flooring. You don't have the stains. If you have your pets in here, they're not going to stain the carpet. You can bring a vacuum. We have an example of a great RV vacuum. The handle disconnects and this stows in a small amount of space. Over here we have a RV refrigerator. This is an absorption style. This is this industry standard refrigerator that they've been using in RVs for the past 15-20 years. It runs on propane plus the 12-volt batteries of the RV. So when you're dry camping, you don't need to be plugged in. It actually uses the propane to provide the energy for cooling inside the refrigerator. But if you are plugged in or running the generator, it'll run on AC 110 volt. So it's a either or voltage, 12 volt plus propane or 110 volt for cooling. So it can cool even if you run out of propane, or it can cool even if you're not plugged into residential electric power. We have a large restroom here. This is a really nice restroom. It has a soft enclosure. This is aluminum, and we'll call it soft glass. It's like a rubberized silicone plastic, but it's a really nice shower. You know, this RV, we bought it with 5,000 miles on it, so that's like brand new, super clean. We already had the housekeeper come through and clean it after we test drove it, but it's got this low water consumption, high performance shower heads. These shower heads are really cool, and we're not hooked up to any water hose, so we're going to turn on the water pump. I'm going to turn on the shower head, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about as we go through. So we have a very strong pressure coming out, and you can turn the water way down and still have good pressure, hot and cold water. These knobs are only at 50%, and that's plenty to take a shower. That's using like maybe 1/2 to 1 gallon per minute of water flow, which means your water supply could last a long time. That shower head at maximum output will flow about 2 gallons a minute, which, because it's aerated, it's very effective. There's additional storage in here, and this has a dual source water heater, which is really helpful. So you have an LP gas water heater, which uses propane to heat the water, and a 110 water voltage electric water heater. Now you can run both at the same time, so when you're plugged in at the campground, you're not using your propane, which you have to buy, of course, and refill periodically. You can use a 110 voltage, but I recommend, for taking long showers and having lots of people, run both of these. And you can take nice long showers and you won't run out of hot water, especially with that shower head that we installed. That will make your hot water last a long time. Your slide controls to extend and retract the slide out, generator start stop, your air conditioning controls, air conditioning and furnace. It's a very nice RV, and this has a step operated porcelain toilet. You know, when you look at RVs, you'll see a lot of them, they just have a plastic toilet, so when you sit on it, it's kind of wobbly. But this is not. This is a porcelain toilet like they have in most buildings. A strong, sturdy porcelain toilet. Now in the restroom, underneath the shower, there's a little drawer here. So if you bring your pets along, your little dogs or your cats or whatever, you can keep water and kibble in there, dog food, for your pets to eat and stow it away, so it's in the bathroom where it's easy to clean up. You have access to water and clean everything up. So they make a mess in here, so your pets can be safe in the restroom, you know, when you leave them while you're running around town. It also has a doggy window on the right front there that the animals can look out. So we're going to take show you, this has a bunk ladder which we can remove here, and it has an electric lift mechanism. So by hitting the switch, it raises the bunk, puts it away, so it's out of your way when you're driving. Maybe you don't have these extra guests, maybe it's just 2 of you. So this bunk raises up into the roof area here, and it secures with the motor and a magnetic keeper. Up and out of the way. And one of the things I like on these Thor Aces, especially the 2016s, is this big mirror here. If you have family back here and you're sitting in the driver's seat, you can see what your people are doing behind you. If they're getting up and using the restroom but they forgot to tell you, you know not to do any crazy driving, so people can get up and safely move around here. Now the seats and the upholstery are like brand new here. Look, it's really clean, it's not chewed up. Excellent quality upholstery in here. We have the center cushion in here. Let's make this into a ready to go camping. Oh, we have the 40-inch brand new Samsung 40-inch smart TV. So it does have smart apps on it, so we can turn on Netflix, Disney Channel, Disney Plus, or YouTube. All the TV apps are right here. So you've got smart TV, so when you're connected to Wi-Fi, you can stream your movies to it. It's pretty cool. Even install Plex, bring your own server, have your own movies on a server streaming to your your video player. Plex is pretty good if you bring a server. So let's turn this sofa back into a bed. We get a lot of questions, how do these work? This is called a jackknife sofa. So you just lift on the back and the front. And shove it back in there. And then it turns into a sofa in seconds. Super simple. Easy to use. There's 2 seat belts in the sofa. There's 2 seat belts in the dinette, and there's 2 seat belts in the front. So you have seat belting for up to 6 people. As I was talking about this TV and the dinette, this is an oversized dinette. So when you have 2 people sitting here on one side, they have a lot of room. They kind of space apart. Some RVs, the dinettes are a little bit more compact. But this is a larger, almost a booth style, so with padding all the way around. The front seats are really good. So I said this RV has the navigation features. So if you have a Google Android phone or an Apple iPhone, you can punch in your destination here. Siri, navigate me to Disneyland.
Getting directions to Disneyland Park.
So it's getting the directions to Disneyland Park. Turn the phone sideways and it's connected to the screen. So it's navigating on-screen navigation. So you can actually see on the screen, like an in-dash navigator, where you're going. And that works with iPhone or Android. It uses cables to plug in your device and it works really well. I'm showing it to you right here. That's factory on the 2016 Thors with the the brand is Xera stereo system and the HDMI and USB input ports. So as we're looking at the dash here, we're going to take a look around. This is the captain's chair here. We have automatic leveling jacks, and it's full auto or semi-auto. I prefer to use the jacks in semi-auto, which means you turn them on, you press manual for about a second, the light turns on, and so when you're leaning to the left, you can just raise the left jack and it'll stop when it's level. Auto, that's semi-auto. Or you could do full auto. Full auto takes longer and it tends to lift the RV a little bit higher off the ground. I like the RV lower to the ground myself. While we're up here on the dash, we're going to take a look at the odometer reading. Now, I bought this thing with 5,000 miles in South Carolina, and then I drove it myself to California with the brand new tires on it. It now has 7,927 miles. That means I drove 3,000 miles on this rig, so I'm very familiar with it. That was done in September 2020, so we know about the rig. And you can call us. It's ready to go. This thing is turnkey, ready to go straight to the campground right now. You got ice cold dash air conditioning plus the roof air conditioning, and this stereo also supports Bluetooth. It has a backup camera and it has side view cameras. So let's look at this. When we turn on the turn signals, and I think we're going to go on a test drive in a minute to show you, but really quick, turn on the left turn signal, and we have the left side view camera view. Turn on the right turn signal, we have the right side view camera view. If we put it into reverse, we have the backup camera view, which I can manually turn on from the dash here at a touch of a button. So if you're towing a trailer, you could tow an 8,000 pound trailer with this, or you could tow a car behind, something smaller, some jet skis or something, and you can keep an eye, make sure they're okay back there, not coming loose or bouncing around when you're driving. So that's a nice color backup and side view camera system. Cup holders everywhere. Power mirrors. Not all motorhomes have power mirrors, but this has power mirrors with heated mirrors. And I showed you when we were outside the wide convex. These are big towing mirrors. This RV I find easy to drive, easy to maneuver in parking lots, making U-turns. So I'm hoping to go out and do that in a few minutes. There's a big light to illuminate the front bed and so forth. This is all LED lighting. These are LED lights. They're cool running LED lights. They last a long time. It's a very nice setup. This is the cushion that turns the dinette into a bed. You can stow that underneath, or you can put it away somewhere. It does stow away. There's a giant storage underneath the bed, which is accessible from outside. There's additional storage above the bed, and there's clothes hangers on each side, so you have your clothes closets. Bring your clothes with you. I hear a lot of stories from people. I just want to take grandma on trips, and all the planes are shut down and everything is a big mess because of the COVID-19. This is a super simple to operate motorhome. It's got great visibility because you're up high. It has a lower, thinner windshield on the aces, so you don't get as much sun inside. Some RVs, the windshield goes all the way to the ceiling. This one is lower, so you get more shade, like a C-Class. These are kind of an A-Class with some of the benefits of a C-Class, is the way these are designed. And the C-Class, I'm not a big fan. Over here we have the microwave oven, so you can warm up your food really easy. You have a gas oven, an LP propane fired gas oven, which, you know, if you go to a campground and you get there like at 7:45 at night and you haven't eaten dinner yet, if you're going to one of these primitive campgrounds that don't have full hookups, like in a national or state park, they might say no generator use after 8 p.m. So if you don't have the gas oven and the gas cooktop, you might be out of luck for making dinner. You'll be out there trying to build a fire and everything. But right here, you don't have to spend as much time and energy to real quick light your burner. Let's see if it'll light for us. Just turn that. Lights right away. Gets hot immediately, and then you're making dinner. That easy. It's the nice thing about a motorhome. You can pull into a turnout on the side of the ocean, or next to a river, or on a scenic mountain road somewhere, or in your off the grid sweet spot where you want to visit, and you can make your dinner without all the people around you. You don't have to go into a restroom at a restaurant or a gas station. You've got everything on board, self-contained. It's a very nice setup. Reviewing fantastic fan in the rear. This one is a nicer one. This has a second fantastic fan over the front, and it has a third ventilator fan in the restroom. So you open these pop-up ducts. They are weatherproof vent covers over them, so you can do it even if it's raining. You can open the duct up. The rain is not going to come in. In the middle of a windstorm, you're not going to get a bunch of dust, not like you would if you didn't have those vent covers. So it's a really nice setup. Got a fire extinguisher there. These are the pleated shades, so they open and close, and you've got your frameless windows. You've even got emergency escape windows. If you bring someone who doesn't know how to cook and they set a fire in the kitchen, you have escape windows so you can get out. It's a really nice, simple setup. Not too long, not oversized, but the right size. You know, this is only about, it's a 29-foot motorhome, so it's only a little bit longer than the little Mercedes RVs that don't have anywhere near this much room inside. So we're going on a little test drive in the Thor Ace to see how it does. It's easy to maneuver through these residential streets. Let's see if we can give it the cul-de-sac test here in a second. See what it can do. So you've got your backup camera playing right now, but just as easily we can go to the streaming, change through our menus there. turning the corner, you just watch your mirrors to see how close you're coming to the curb, which that was a nice tight turn. Coming up on a little cul-de-sac here. Notice I turn on my turn signal and I've got my side view camera there. So I've got flat sides on this so I can see right down the side of the motorhome. I can see how close I'm coming to the curb. Let's see if we can make a U-turn in this cul-de-sac. We'll start from the right side and we'll see how tight can we cut it. So we'll go for a full lock maximum turn. And notice we can make a U-turn in this cul-de-sac. You can actually make a U-turn in this cul-de-sac with about 5 feet to spare. A lot of intersections you can make U-turns in them. It's very neat. We're gonna give it another backup test in a minute here. Going around a Honda there. Very fast, very powerful. This RV has the V10 6.8 liter engine, and it's strong and powerful. When I drove this to California and I put my mileage on it, we were in a caravan, so there was another RV with us, a much larger, heavier one. And when we filled up with the gas, this one took about 10 gallons less each fill up compared with a larger, heavier motorhome. So it's not bad on gas. I can't give you the exact specifications on the gas mileage because we didn't run it, but I would say it's a safe bet. You can estimate about 8 miles per gallon if you take it easy. If you take it really easy, you might be able to do a little better, but if you don't take it easy, it might take a little bit more. We're gonna try to back up this street to do a reverse 3-point turn. Let's see if we can do it. Backing in the cul-de-sac. Around other vehicles. Backing in. I'm close to the curb, and because of my backup camera I can see there's nobody behind me. I have good mirrors. I have good visibility. There's a stop sign. I pulled behind the stop sign. Now I can go forward. I can go the other direction. That was a reverse 3-point turn, no problem. We didn't hit anything. We didn't run over anybody, and we could see all around us the whole time. Thanks to the side view cameras and the backup cameras and the big towing mirrors, it makes it easy. So as we're driving along, previously I entered my navigation destination and I see my navigation screen is right there. We are getting navigation turn information on the screen. Of course it goes away when you turn on the side view cameras, but we're not touching the phone when we're driving. It's all right there. So you can set your destination to go wherever you want to go into your smartphone, plug it in, and you see it on the screen. It's pretty cool. Let's see if we can make a U-turn here. U-turn right there in the intersection. Let's see if we can make a U-turn in this intersection here. We have great visibility, but I have to wait for this opposing traffic to pass here. Or on a street. It's not super wide. It's just like a normal street, but let's make a U-turn here. See what we can do. Full lock turn. There we go. A nice U-turn. So this RV has a lot of power. You hit the gas. It's not a heavy motorhome. It's for the size of the RV. It's not that heavy, so it gets up and goes. It's faster than a lot of heavier motorhomes that have the same engine. Runs pretty good. So we've come up to the roof to take a look at the roof. Up here we have weatherproof vent covers, slide topper awnings to keep the leaves and dirt, heat, water from getting on top of your slide out. Your big main power awning, digital TV antenna. So right now we're in the parking lot getting over 150 channels of digital over-the-air free TV. Now we did wash the roof, but all these fires in California dumped a lot of ash. We didn't have time to rewash it, but we'll wash it later. But there's a little bit of ash fall on the top of this, but you have your big heavy-duty rooftop air conditioning. There's a second air conditioning, which is of course the dash AC, ice cold. These are weatherproof vent covers. So these vent covers, if it's out here, ash is falling, rain is falling, the wind is blowing, you can leave your vents open and the fresh air can circulate through your RV. You've got really nice multi-speed quiet fans in here. And over the shower you have a skylight. The roof is in great condition up here. All three of the vents, the roof vents, have these weatherproof vent covers. And then we actually put a brand new digital radio antenna on here. So make sure you have the updated antenna mast. Little flexi mast. So if you hit a tree branch or something, it just bends out of the way. So before I wrap up, I'm going to stick the camera down underneath here and show you underneath the chassis of this RV. So as we look underneath, you can see the tow hitch, the propane tanks, the leveling jacks, and brand new tires. All 6 tires are brand new. This is a major expense that you don't have to pay for years and years. And notice there's no rust. Look, it looks like brand new underneath. All the exhaust is bright and shiny. The stairs, the wiring, everything is real clean and shiny underneath. No leaks, no fluids escaping from the RV. Again, another new tire. No leaks from the engine, no seepage. Everything is in nice, clean condition. It's not like it's been in the snow states where it's getting all rusty and corroded. You don't get any of that with this coach. It's in very, very good condition. More tires, brand new. All 6 are brand new. Just replaced September 2020. So that's the bottom of the generator. No leaks. So I'm rewinding the awning and wrapping up the video of this 29.2 Thor Ace. The awning goes in easy, really quick, just at a press of a button. In the older motorhomes, you had to get out sticks, or even in the cheaper motorhomes, you have to get sticks out and flip levers and turn knobs. You don't have to do all that. Just hit the switch and roll in the awning. So I'm wrapping up my video. Remember, this is a mirror finish, glossy exterior on this 2016 Thor Ace 29.2. Check out my website, see if it's available. mybestcar.com. That's my website, mybestcar.com. The company name is A Buyer's Choice. So you write your check to the order of A Buyer's Choice, and the website is mybestcar.com. So I'm wrapping it up. Thank you for watching. If the RV is available on my website, or if you're interested in something similar that I have in stock now, give me a call. I answer my phone between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Call me at 951-681-2101. Thank you for watching.